Good morning and welcome to this morning's reflection. Today is a new day. Today is a glorious gift of time. Take time to be still and to allow yourself space to open your heart to the gift of this day. As you do this, recall your experience of yesterday. Did you rush through the day? Or were you able to walk into the day with a sense of it being a day of journey with God? If not, then today recommit to walking into this day with the intention to live well, to be open to the call of God, to set aside the negative and undermining voices that clamour for your attention. Set aside the voices that tell you you are not good enough, or that your life is not good enough. I know that we can start the day with the best of intentions, but by the middle of the morning, we often find ourselves in the swirl of our daily activities, striving to do things in our own strength. We find each moment filled with the doing and planning and all of the activities that crowd in on us. And so we forget to nourish the soul. In ancient monasticism, they would pause in the middle of the morning to refocus the day on God. And we can do the same. It need not be lengthy. We can begin by making a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and then go and sit somewhere quietly and drink it mindfully, letting ourselves drop out of the swirl of the day and drop into a pool of quietness. And in the stillness, we can once again open our hearts and minds to God. But how often do we take that cup of tea or coffee to our desks and continue to work while drinking it? So today, let's do that differently. And as we do this, we may notice our breathing. And then glance out the window, perhaps gratefully stretching our bodies. We may reflect on our work, on the value of the work that we are doing, considering in what way this work that we do is an act of love and service. We may take a moment to smile inwardly, perhaps say a short prayer, and remind ourselves whose we are and whom we serve. At this mid-morning pause, the day is still young, and so it abounds with possibility. It is filled with creative energy. The work we do is full of potential. It is our love made visible. We are God's temple. We are a channel for loving service. And so at this mid-morning pause, we open ourselves to the blessing of the moment, and we recommit ourselves to this day's adventure with God. And so it is my prayer for you today that you begin the day with the intention to live well, to walk with God, to be aware of God's presence. And it is my prayer too that you might use the opportunity to stop in the middle of the morning and recommit yourself to living this day in God's presence. I often set an alarm so that I am reminded to stop in the middle of the morning. In ancient monasticism, they would ring a bell, and wherever people were, it was just a moment to stop and pause. May you be blessed today as you walk with God. Amen.